Welcome to another video on paralanguage, a fancy word for things we can do with our voice or anything outside of the words themselves, which alter meaning within a speech. So the first thing I'm going to talk about today is rate, which is simply the speed at which you talk. So I'm going to give you what might have been a sentence in a speech on Aretha Franklin I'm going to try to do it without adjusting the rate. She is still queen on the radio, where everyone, regardless of time, place, or age, will sing along with anthems like Respect and Chain of Fools. It's almost impossible for me to read it without adjusting the bass, but now at least I'm going to very much intentionally adjust it, and I've very purposely given you a visual here. You can see the word fast, I wrote it in there, and then I wrote in the word slow, and these words are preceding what I intend to do. So let's see how adjusting this rate makes it sound at least a little more interesting. She is still queen on the radio where everyone, regardless of time, place, or age, will sing along with anthems like Respect and Chain of Fools. Maybe I could adjust it with a little bit more complexity. So here what I'm going to try and do is start off slow, very different than I did it before. And then I'm going to speed up a little bit, and then I might speed up a little bit more, and then I'm going to try to slow it down at the very end. She is still queen on the radio where everyone, regardless of time, place, or age, will sing along with anthems like Respect and Chain of Fools. So you can see there that I started off slow, then I sped it up in the middle, and then I slowed it down towards the end. Changing the variety of your pace, your rate as you speak, is quite important to keep your your listeners' attention. Okay, the last thing I want to do is I just want to talk about pauses. This goes along with rate because putting in a pause, of course, slows it down a little bit. I'm only going to give you one example of this, but you can put in pauses wherever you want. Do not just think that you have to put in pauses where there are commas. In fact, natural speaking insists on pauses. A listener would expect pauses and not just where there are commas. So here we go again. Aretha Franklin was, to many of us, our chosen soul queen, our own national treasure. Now, there's another way that I could do that really quick here. Let me just show you. I could take off, let's take off this pause right here, and let's put the pause in right after her name instead, and see what effect that has. And maybe instead of the pause right here, what I could do is maybe pause right before that phrase national treasure at the end. And so see how this would sound a little different. Aretha Franklin was to so many of us our chosen soul queen, our own national treasure. Okay, so you can see that pauses work like I showed you in the other video, how using force or volume, it works along those same lines to emphasize different ideas. All right, now you go back to your own speech and try this out, adjusting your rate and adding in pauses in different places. See where you like them. There is no right or wrong way to do it as long as you do it.